Hey, welcome back to my channel. Always Didi. As y'all can tell from the title, this is a college vlog. This is about college, my experience in school, specifically UMass Amherst. And whenever people ask me about how was UMass, I'd be like, oh, UMass is slight. But like I never even go into details about how UMass is, because UMass is a movie. Not necessarily a good movie, but it's a movie. So I'm just gonna go right into it. So my lesson was learned. I came into college being okay. So my mom, she got engaged when she was like 17, 18 or whatever to my dad. So that's always been my plan in life ever since I was young. I was like, oh, I'm gonna find my husband my first year of college. Everything's gonna be good. I'm gonna be with him the whole 4 years. I'm gonna have a ring by the end of it. Oh, my life is gonna be great. Huh? No guy, correct me if I'm wrong. You can tell me down in the college. You can tell me down in the comments whether you guys had this experience going to college, or if you agree with what I'm saying or disagree. I don't know. I'll respond to you either way. Anyways, so I came into college and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna find my boyfriend, this, that, and the third. So here I was being naive. Every guy that would come and chat me, I was like, oh my goodness, he's so cute. This guy's gonna be my future husband. That's one thing about me. Like, if I start talking to you low key, I would start thinking about the future. I'm like, oh, can I imagine my life with him? And like right now I'm at the point where like I'm really dating to marry, because I'm really dating to marry because I don't have time to be waiting around. I don't have time for guys to be over here being like, oh, like, shorty, let me just get with you. Like, nobody's gonna smash and dash. Who's watch? My girl, I don't even open up my legs. Nobody's smashing and dashing with me. Like, that's just not who I am right now, and that's not who I ever plan on being. So I'm really dating to marry, but I came into college thinking that guys have that same mentality, being like, oh, like, I'm really trying to find my shorty. Come and see, they just want one thing. That very one thing, if you're naive, you're gonna give it to them, and that's gonna be the end of the story. You'll get your heart played and broken. Come and see guy 1, guy 2, guy 3, guy 4, guy 5. Huh? You see, each one I thought was gonna be my husband. I was cooking for guys, doing things for guys, helping out with homework. For what? To not talk to them in the next 2 weeks? Huh? I remember there's this one guy. Athletes are the spawn of the devil. Okay, I shouldn't say that. You know what I meant. D1 athletes, or athletes in general, like, don't pay them any attention. Like, yeah, some of them will look mad fine and you'll be like, dang, like, yo, like that. No, shorty, no, you don't. So there's this one guy. It was like December or whatever that I was talking to. At least I thought I was talking to him. We were just talking. Okay, when I first came to school, I had seen him in the dining hall, and I was like, I told my roommate at the time, I was like, yo, look at this guy. This is a guy I'm gonna end up with. Like, this guy, he's on my list. Not my list, because that makes it seem like not my list, but like, this guy is, I'm going to, like, that's gonna be my man. So I've been in school since September. No, I moved in August. September passed, October, November. This guy never looked at me, bro. I was like, alright, like, I'm gonna just give it up. December hit, and then all of a sudden I open up my phone and I see a hey. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, is this who I think it is? So I like tap on the profile. I'm scrolling through the profile, gassing myself up, like, oh my goodness, did this kid just hit me up? And I'm like, ah. So then we're just talking a little bit. He's like, yo, can I get your number? I was like, yeah, I mean, why not? So here I was. I give this kid my number. I see him in the dining halls. We be like, cause he was shy. And I'm not shy, but like, I'm not gonna say hi to you if you don't say hi to me, type of person, unless like we're close. Like, if you're a guy that I'm talking to and like I haven't even started to FaceTime you yet, when I see you in public, I'm not gonna say hi. I'm not gonna come up and say hi to you, because I don't know how you're gonna act. I don't know if you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna ignore this shorty, this, that, and the third. So whenever we see each other in the dining hall, just be some casual like little side hug, nothing out of the ordinary. So I remember it was finals week in December, and we was just texting. We've been texting. He was like, yo, do you want to hang out? And I was like, it's finals week. I should study for finals. But on the other hand, I've been trying for 4 months. I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even waiting. Hold up. It's been 4 months at this school, and this guy finally decided to hit me. 4 months ago, I said that he was gonna be my man. So finals, man, I chose him clearly. Big mistake. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, whenever you're down, you can let me know. And he was like, oh, I can come to your spot. Da 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 da. So I was like, yeah, I was clean my whole entire dorm, everything. My roommate was there because, like, if I'm meeting you for the first time as a guy, not meeting you as the first time, but if we're hanging out for the first time, like, I don't know your intentions. I mean, I like to put what your intentions would probably be to the back burner, and I like to think of you in a different light, be like, oh, he's different, he didn't want that, this, that, and the third. But so I still let my roommate be there though, because I didn't really know him. So she was on her side, I was on my side, and he was like, yo, I'm downstairs. Bro, the way my heart was beating, bro, the way I put on nice clothes, the way I did my makeup, my hair, I remember everything flawless. My room, sprayed the whole thing, swept the floors, cleaned the counters, everything was clean. Like, you come to my room, it was mad nice. I was looking mad nice, I was smelling mad nice, like everything was nice. And so I go downstairs and I get him from the door. What am I saying? Okay, I go downstairs. It's not signing time yet. Like, signing in college, like, you have to, like, not anybody can enter your building, and you have to, like, swipe in, so it wasn't that time yet. So he came upstairs, I opened up the door, he came upstairs with me, and we were just cooling, and we were just talking, and he was mad nice, mad sweet. He was telling me things that he liked to do. He was saying that he liked to draw or whatever. I'm an architecture major, so I draw all the time. So I was like, you like to draw? Then he was telling me that he wanted to do something in the arts, like architecture, but the certain sport that he was at UMass, the schedule with that and the schedule with the architecture classes wouldn't align, so he couldn't do it. So he was like, so I just draw for free. And I was like, I don't believe you that you draw, because I never met no guy that was like, oh, I like to draw type of thing, especially being an athlete, like, because like that's like, I don't know, a lot of guys be like, oh, you draw, ha 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 ha, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, draw something for me. So we were just chilling, going through like things on Google that he could draw. So he was like, oh, let me draw this lion. So there he was, he drew the lion for me, and it was actually mad good. I still have the pictures up in my room. I didn't keep it just to keep it. I kept it because it's in my sketchbook, and I don't rip out pages from my sketchbook. So in case y'all thought that I was crazy and I was keeping that ish, I'm not. Anyways, so yeah, he drew it, and then we were just chilling. We watched a movie, what is it, Jungle Boy? And I was just like, wow, this kid likes movies like this. I was expecting to watch like what, some action filled thing, like just regular guy movies or whatever. But he was like, no, let's watch the Jungle Book. And it was actually mad cute. This, that, and the third. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go eat. And I was like, all right, you go eat. So then the next day he was like, oh, I want to see you again. That was my fun. And I'm the type of person, like, once you, okay, so he had texted me, he said, I'm downstairs the day before, right? So I said, okay. So you have to be the one to text me next. I am not gonna text you and say, hey, I have them be 2 blue dots. Unless I really, really know you. But like, if we're just talking like that, then I'm not gonna do that. So I was waiting for him. So the next day when he said, oh, I wanna see you again, I was hella gassed. I was like, ah. I was trying to tell everybody, I was like, ah. Not everybody, but like, you know, my close friends type thing. So, yeah, so I was like, okay, what's the word? He's like, oh, I'm going out with my boys. When I come back, you want to come over? And I was like, I don't want to come over. I like people coming to my place because I know everybody on my floor, and I know where he lives. All those same guys that are in that same sport all live there, and I didn't want all them to see me and start being like, oh, so and so and so and so, this and the third. Anyway, so I ended up going to his place. We just chilled. We watched Black Panther. It's funny how I remember this vividly. It's mad gross. Anyway, so we just watched Black Panther. It was chill. Nothing out of the ordinary. Talked, and then we went our ways. And then it was spring break. I was actually hella sad, bro, because I was like, dang, like me and this kid are just, not spring break, it was winter break, like the long one, the 5-week break. So I was like, dang, this kid is not even from Massachusetts. He's from South. I'm not gonna say where it is. Anyways, but he's from the South. So I was like, I'm not flying down to the South. You're probably not flying up to Massachusetts before you have to. So this is mad slow. I was like, we was really just kicking this off, and then all of a sudden now you have to leave. But I should have taken that as a sign from God to to stop talking to this kid and just let it end, but nope. So over the break, his birthday, it was over the break too, so you know me, I was the first one to tell him happy birthday, bro. I had to be. I was like, oh, happy birthday, this and the third. And mind you, Christmas was over that break. He'd always be the first one to text me and be like, oh, Merry Christmas, or Happy New Year, or hey, what you doing? I hope all is good type thing. So I was like, oh wow, he's still reaching out to me over break. That's mad interesting this time and third. Oh, I forgot a part of this story. So this other girl that I wasn't friends with her. This is the thing, like, everybody in college wants to think you're friends because you say hi to somebody and you smile to somebody because they're mutual friends with one of your other friends does not make you guys friends, bro. Like, that really doesn't make you guys friends. That thing really be blowing me because I'm like out here like people. I'm not even going to go into that. I'll go into that later. But anyway, so this girl I knew, she used to talk to him apparently. And then my mutual friend that was friends with her and me, she was like, I'm just gonna call her the mutual friend, I'm gonna call her I'm gonna call her Bianca just because I don't know any Bianca, so people won't be like, oh, was it really her? No. So Bianca was like, oh, Didi, because I was like, oh, she was like, are you talking to somebody? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of talking to so and so, it's like nothing. And she was like, you're talking to so and so. I said, what's that look for? She was like, oh, you know, she was talking to him, this, that, and the third. I said, okay, what happened between them? Like, why did they stop talking? Why was your face like that when I said his name, this, and the third? Because I just wanted to know. And she was like, well, she did her research and she found out when she was talking to him that this guy had a whole nother girl back home from where he's from. And it was a white shorty too, but that doesn't matter. Like, race doesn't matter. The fact that you had a whole shorty back home and you're here talking to this girl. So I was like, wait, what? No. And I'm not the confrontational type, but I will ask you a question, like, because I don't leave my time wasted like that. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, like, can we, I have the messages on this phone too. Okay, so shorty had told me, she was like, oh yeah, she was talking to so and so and he had a girl back home. So like, I took it upon myself to ask him because I don't like that. I don't like I'm not gonna talk to you while you have a girl. Like, that's disrespectful to her and that's disrespectful to me. Like, granted, I don't owe shorty loyalty, and if I wanted to talk to him, I talk to him because I don't know who she is and I don't owe her loyalty. You're the one who owes her loyalty. But like, I just feel like that's rude in general. So okay, I can't find it, but basically I asked him and I was like, yo, do you have a girlfriend back home? And he was like, why would you say that? Why are you believing what people are telling you about me? It's down in the third and he got mad aggressive about you. He's like, oh, I don't believe everything people tell me about you. I was like, what are you talking about? Like I was hella tight, but then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have asked. Like, it wasn't my place. We're not even at that point. Stupid. That's what I do. Like, I always like justify for other people. So I just put it aside and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I was telling Bianca, I was like, clearly he doesn't have a girl back home. Like, y'all are tripping, and that was the end of that. So we kept talking. Like I said, break came. So yeah, so break came, but he was still texting me the whole time, and even got to a point over break where he FaceTimed me and we both fall asleep on FaceTime together. And if you know me, that's what I was to say. Anyways, and if you know me, I love being on FaceTime with people and I think they're so cute and they fall asleep together. Like, that is be mad cute. I'd even to my siblings, I'd be like, yo, every time he text me, I'd be like, it's like that, right T? Anyways, so I was super gassed, super hyped. I was like, wow, it's been 5 weeks. This guy, not like 5 weeks talking in total, but like 5 weeks of break, and this guy's still texting me, bro. He's still this, that, and the third. Oh wow, like we really about to be a thing when we go back to school. And mind you, he had been telling me like all nice stuff, like, oh, I miss you, oh, you're such a baddie, you're mad pretty, this, that, and the third. I can't wait to get back to school to see you. We gotta hang out, we're gonna watch this and the third together. Just making plans. And I thought that was cute. I was like, all right, yeah, like, yeah, whatever, we can do anything. So at the end of the 5 weeks, we're going back to school. I go back to school on a Sunday, and it's a terrible storm. Like, my luck, there's a big storm happening the day like I'm supposed to be moving back to school. A huge snowstorm, flights get canceled. Damn! This kid can't come back from his state back to Massachusetts. So I was like, dang, you're not back yet? He's like, nah, the flights are delayed. And mind you, he's supposed to get home back on like the next day, but like something happened, like I don't know, he still couldn't come back. So the next day that he could come back was Wednesday. So I came to school Sunday. I had class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had to wait till Wednesday to see him. So I was expecting him to text me and be like, oh, I'm back, when do you want to link, da, 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 da. After a while, over break, you was telling me this time or third that you wanted to link this. Come to find out, this boy didn't text me out. Oh, you know how I found out he was back, bro? And it was not even on Instagram and Snap like that back then. Like, I had my social media deleted. Like, no, you could type in Didi. It wasn't deactivated, it wasn't deleted, it was gone, not there. You know how I found out? I had my friend, I had my roommate at the time. I had her go on his Instagram, check his Insta stories, because she didn't have him on Snap, but I needed her to check his Insta stories to see where he was. And he was posting, oh, UMass. He was showing his feet walking. Location was UMass Amherst. So you're here. Meanwhile, I was thinking, thinking about ideas. I was like,
oh my gosh, his plane could have crashed. This kid could be dead.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, I was actually getting sad. I was like, wow, like, this kid could be dead, this, that, and third. Also, come to find out that it's just because he didn't know how to text. He didn't know how to respond to me and say that he was, not even respond to me, he just didn't know how to say that he was back. So I left it like that. I don't even know how we started talking, because I was type mad, bro. Like, you can understand. So when did I come back to school? Oh yeah, so when we was talking, I was like, oh, what time you coming? This is before he came back. I was like, what time you coming back? This, that, and the third. And he was like, oh, I'm not telling you, I want to surprise you. So I was under the impression that you was gonna surprise me. So I was like, oh, is he gonna pop up in my dorm? Like, when people tell me they're gonna surprise me, bro, like, I really just be like, oh, it's gonna be the surprise. I was looking good every day. And lashes, eyeshadow, foundation, eyebrows, hair, slayed, outfits, kilt, every single day. And this kid never came. I was like, oh, I don't even open up the door to my, this is the saddest part. I'd open up the door to my dorm expecting like to see him in my room type ish. Like, be like, oh, I'm bad. Every day I'd be like, oh. Like, no. Cause I was like, LOL, exactly. Anyways, when you coming back, he said it's a surprise. Like, okay. So he'd hit me up when he came back after like 2 days, and he was like, no, I hit him up actually, because I was like, dang, like, this kid don't want to link nothing. So I was like, you finna see me today? Like, I was asking questions. He's like in your room type sheet. No, my guy, like, I'm what? Where else? I was like, yeah, I guess. He said, when? I said, I don't know, like, when you want. He said, I don't know. I should have taken it and been like, okay, like, this guy's not serious. Like, this guy, he's not serious. But no, I was still like, nah, like, maybe he just had a bad day. Maybe something happened. He just doesn't want to talk, nothing, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I kept it pushing. I kept it going. So he'd hit me up at like 12:20 and be like, oh, you in your room right now? I could come through. Mind you, I have a class the next day, and my roommate's in my room and she's sleeping too. Like, you're not coming to my place at 12:20 because I know exactly what you want. Exactly. So we kept talking, this, that, and the third, and it was chill vibes. It was cool. It was whatever. And I was just like pushing like my feelings like to the back, being like, okay, like, this is just how he acts, and I gotta get used to it type of thing, because maybe he's not like all mushy gushy, this, that, and the third. So I remember there was this date auction thing. I was supposed to be in the date auction, and I was like, well, I'm talking to this kid, so shouldn't he buy me if I'm in the date auction? So then I hit him up talking about it. I was like, yo, I'm in this date auction, this, that, and the third. He was like, and I quote, why the hell would I buy you?
Chai, there is God.
Huh? What? The way my heart went from here and shattered underground. Oh yeah. I remember I was with Latrell and who was it? It was like Latrell, Darlington, and Reggie. And I started reading this thing. I was like, bro, like, my eyes were dead watering. You can ask those guys. Well, don't ask them. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't know how you're gonna get their snap. But anyways, so my eyes were dead watering. I was dead so sad. I was like, that whole thing turned into a whole argument. He's like, I don't see the point of the date auction. That's mass stupid. This, that, and the third. We didn't talk for 3 days after that. Like 3 whole days. Like, that should have been another sign, but no. No, I still let him keep going. Anyway, so 3 whole days we did not talk. And then, what's it called? And I was with my friend. I was with Chi-Chi, and she was like, nah, maybe she just apologized this and the third. So she helped me, or she wrote, and I just tweaked it to my style of voice. An apology paragraph type thing. Now it was basically in it. She was like, oh, I signed up for the date auction before we even started talking, this, that, and the third. If we had been talking before it, then I wouldn't have signed up for it. And he's like, okay, I get it, yeah, da, 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 da. Okay, you're good. So I was like, all right, it's fine. Like, so I still did my date auction. I didn't compete in it anymore. I just performed at it. Y'all know that video. It's sold for whatever. Y'all seen that video. So yeah, so we just kept talking, this, that, and the third. So then he'd start to come. So then I was like, okay, in order to get this kid to want to talk to me more, I can't look like I'm thirsty for him. I can't look like, oh, this kid's my whole entire world, and if he stops talking to me, then I'm gonna be heartbroken. So what I did is I started to ignore him. Like, I see him in public, I'd like look at my phone, or like I wouldn't be responding to his text messages like that. I'd wait hella long to text him back. Let's say he texts me at 9 a.m. Maybe I'm responding the next day at 4. Or maybe I'll respond 2 days later. Like, I really wasn't texting you. And I'd let him double text me. And I wouldn't say nothing. Because I was like, yo, this kid needs to, like, know that, like, I'm not somebody to be played with, you know? So, so then I was like, okay, like, I caved in because he was like, oh yeah, I miss you, da 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 da. Why aren't you responding? What is you doing? This and the third. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him again. And that's when he came over finally. Oh, I forgot one thing. So this was before December break, right? Or my chronological order is so bad. Anyways, this is before break. It was like I was studying for my final, and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, studying for my final, hella stress, this, that, and the third. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, da 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 da. I just got done doing mine with the boys. I'm walking back to where he lived at. And I said, oh, okay, have fun, this, that, and the third. Next thing, I look at my phone and I see a text message from Bleep. And I'm like, why'd you text me again? Like, I really just said have fun. Like, that's like an end of the conversation type thing. You can text me tomorrow, right? And he's like, come let me in, I'm outside. I freaked. Like, I was with my friends and I was like, oh my goodness, this kid just surprised me. Like, he's here. Da, 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 da. I went down, opened up the door, he was there, and I was like, wow, like this kid, like, nah, this kid is a keeper. Boy, was I wrong. Anyways, so fast forward to he finally came over after the what's it called, after the charity auction, and we was just chilling, talking, da, 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 da. It felt like usual. It was like good vibes, da, 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 da. And then I'm like, if I go to a party and I'm talking to somebody, I'm not gonna dance for anybody because that's just who I am. Like, how am I gonna be dancing with all these guys when I have my own guys? So I wasn't going to parties, and every party there was, I hit him up and I'd be like, oh, are you going to this party? Like, there was mad parties, mad like nice parties I would have went to, bro, but like, you can ask my girls, bro. They was like, Didi, you should go. And I was like, I don't know, if so and so goes, I have to ask so and so, this and the third. Like, I was really like making this kid make my decisions for me, which is like mad stupid. Like, I have my own brain, like I should have been making my own decisions. Anyway, so I came to the point where so-and-so went to a party and I didn't go to the party because we wasn't supposed to go to the party. Then he was like, oh, last minute my boy's drawing me, and I was like, oh, all right. So then this shorty came to me, this other shorty, we're gonna call her Tiana. So Tiana came to me, she was at the party, she was like, oh, Didi, look at what happened at the party yesterday. And it was so-and-so dancing with this other chick, and I was like, okay, like, I was kind of confused, like, why should he showing this to be like, Tiana's supposed to be my friend, and now she's like being like, oh, is that really your man? This, that, and the third. So then, like, things with me and him just started being mad bumpy. Like, I started going to parties and I wouldn't be telling him like that, or I'd be like, oh yeah, you can catch me at this party, and he'd be like, alright, like, okay, da 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 da. We went to one party and we left together, like, we left together with one of my other girls. And it was just chill vibes. We hung out after. We went to Baby Bird, got some food, da 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 da. And then all of a sudden we wasn't really talking to each other at party. It was mad awkward. He was over here booed up with girls sitting on the couch, bro, and I was over here like, I know this kid is not in front of me. Like, I really know this kid is not. Like, am I hallucinating or something? Because this kid is not. I was really getting hella tight. And then we got into an argument because I was like, yo, why is you acting like this? This, that, and the third. Like, you can't tell me one thing and then act another way. That's one thing I hate. Like, when somebody tells me something and then they want to act a completely opposite way about it. So he was like, I was like, why are you acting like this? And he was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't appreciate what you're telling people about me. I was like, who am I talking to about you? Because the only people I talked about him was this one shorty. Remember the girl Tiana? Yeah, that girl Tiana, and then my guy friends. Like, I was always surrounded with guys, and he had a problem with that. Like, as y'all know from like my older videos, I was always with like Latrell, Victor, Darlington, because those are my brothers. Like, those are my guys. Like, I'm not doing anything with them. They're literally my brothers. Like, what? So he was always like, oh, why are you always with them? This, that, and the third. And I was like, because those are my brothers. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. If you don't like that, then like, I'm sorry, I really couldn't care because you're always around girls. Like, the only guys that you're around with are the guys that are on your team, and you're barely around them because you said that you're not like them. You're always with shorty, so I don't want to hear it, type thing. So he's like, you're always around these guys, this, not third, and then you're talking about me. I was like, what did you hear? He's like, oh, you're telling everybody that me and you are talking, me and you are thinking. I was like, what? First of all, I'm not telling everybody that. Second of all, you even said, you're like, oh yeah, like you my shorty, this, that, and the third. So excuse me if I was under the impression that we was talking because you said that we were talking. So I'm confused. Put two and two together, make it make sense, because that it really blew my mind. So then I was like, so is this shorty Tiana? I was like, so Tiana told you this? So I asked Tiana. I didn't even ask Tiana, to be honest, but like I just started. People would ask me about Tiana because I started like distancing myself, and I was like, yeah, Tiana's two-faced, bro. Like, Tiana's hella two-faced because she wanted to say this in my face and she wanted to ask me about me and so, and I would trust her with the information and be like, oh yeah, like me and him, this is what happened, but and she'd go and relay the information back to him and then twist it up. Like, what? No, that's not a friend, that's a snake, and that's a two-faced. So I said that she was two-faced. I didn't say to her face, I said she was two-faced, and that information got circled around back to her that, oh, Didi calls you two-faced. Yes, shorty, I did. So then from there she had a problem and even started more drama and more things. Oh, Didi, how's so-and-so? Oh, I heard so-and-so's doing this, so-and-so's doing this. I was like, and like, okay, like, what do you want me to do? Because I really pop on you right now. I will really pop on you. I really don't have time. So-and-so started being mad weird around me and mad weird about my friends. Like, she'd say hi to everybody but me, and then it came to the point where she wasn't even saying hi to my friends, and she was like, yeah, it's just awkward being friends with them knowing that they're friends with you, and we had a problem. So I was like, okay, so what's our problem? And he's like, well, I heard that you called me two-faced. And I said, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I did call you two-faced, and this is why I called you two-faced, because you want to tell me this, that, and the third in my face, and then behind my back you're saying ABCD. Like, is that not the definition of two-faced? If it's not, then I'm delusional. But I know I'm not the delusional one. I know that you're the delusional one, and I know what I'm saying makes sense. So shorty was just like, yeah. Well, I said what I said. Mind you, shorty was spreading mad rumors about me. She was like, oh, Didi got with the whole football team. What whole football team? Huh? The players that I know two of the players. How can I get with the whole football team? And then she'd go and ask the football players, and the football players, of course, would lie in my name because they have nothing better to do with their lives than to start drama and to be about other people's business. So then they'd be like, oh yeah, let's say this kid's name was Dylan. Yeah, let's say the kid's name on the football team was Dylan, right? Dylan would lie in my name and be like, oh yeah, me and Didi got with you. Bro, I did not even know that guy's name was Dylan. How can I get with somebody if I don't even know their name? Like, I have more respect than myself. Plus, I'm not going around getting with people to begin with. Like, how would I go and get with the whole football team? That's like, the whole football team, that's mad people. That's like 34 people. And let's be clear, I don't have no disease. So please, come and get your facts correct and stop spreading lies about my name. Like, I really told her. She's like, well, I said what I said. This is what she said. She said, I said what I said. And then she wanted to change it and be like, well, I didn't say that. I just heard the rumors and I carried around with it. I was like, a proper person would come to me instead of addressing it with everybody else and then letting me find out that you were saying that about me. But that's besides the point. So he heard that information from Tiana and So it was just like mad weird. I was like, so you're gonna believe this trifling shorty? I know they were friends before me, but like, you're gonna believe this trifling shorty over a girl that you're trying to talk to? And at the end of the day, the reason why this shorty was lying to him is because this shorty liked him. I didn't know that. If I had known that, then I wouldn't have ever even told her I was talking to him or anything. But so shorty liked him, so she was trying to get us to stop talking. So she was just spitting names, and it got to a point where she was just spitting so many lies and stuff that me and this guy was just not gonna work. Like, because it's like, at the end of the day, who do you want to believe? Do you want to believe like trifling Tiana, or do you want to believe me? Like, so it just got to that point. I was like, yeah, but I didn't want to let him go type thing. So I was like, dang, like this kid was like a good, he wasn't even good, bro. I was like, this kid was, he was the kid that I wanted to be with from the moment I stepped foot and I saw him on campus. And then look at where we ended. So then it was just mad awkward after that. It'd be like, but he'd look at me, right? Or I mean, but he'd still text me and be like, hey, what's good, da 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 da. I'm not a fan of that. Like, if I'm not talking to you, if you used to talk to me, stop talking, and we didn't stop talking on like good terms, then I really don't wanna, I don't need to text you. I don't need to hear anything from you because I just don't care at that point. So yeah, that was the story about how I got played by D1 athletes. So let's go back and see the things I should have noticed. First of all, Shorty said that he had a girl back home. I should have believed that because it wouldn't make sense. A lot of the D1 athletes at schools have a girl back home and they'll lie to you just to get you. Like, I'm not even going to talk about that with the kid. Second of all, he got mad over small things and he didn't want to address it with me. Third, he didn't come and see me or even tell me that he landed in UMass, and I was over here thinking that, oh wow, kid got into an accident, did this kid die, this, that, and the third. Fourth, he got mad over the date auction thing. Like, what? Like, how you gonna get mad over that? Fifth, he wanted to believe Shorty over me. Sixth, he was going to parties without me, dancing with mad shorties, flirting with mad shorties. Seventh, he was cuddling up with shorties. Should I go on, or I'll get the point? I really got played by a D1 athlete. And to this day, let me tell you, that's mad funny. So I created my Instagram and Snap or whatever not that long ago. And all of a sudden, it was like 2 weeks ago, it said, this person follows you. I said, nah, I'm probably just hallucinating. This is not him. I clicked on the profile. I said, come and see foolishness. That was just one social media thing. The next social media thing, I said, friend request from who? I'll go and see. Oh, Next thing is Twitter. How are you gonna follow me on Twitter? What, bro? Like, my Instagram and adding me on Snap, okay, I'm gonna leave you to it because I'm a YouTuber, but my Instagram, that's mad weird for you to follow me on my Instagram and be looking at my tweets. That's mad weird, especially if we don't talk. Come and see, he followed me on that too. What? My guy, I swear, if you text me, I'm gonna respond, but like, nah, I probably won't, to be honest, because once I X you out of being in my life, there's like no return. Like, once I say I'm not friends with this person or I'm not gonna talk to this person, I'm really not gonna talk to that person because I know it's bad for my mental health and I don't need toxic traits around me. Like, yeah, that's just how I am. I've cut mad people out from my life. Like, I have 3 close girlfriends and then, you know, my boys. But even some of the boys, I cut some of them out because I can't deal with so much toxicity, and there's only so much I can do until it's too much and I just have to end it. But anyway, so this was the story about how I got played by a D1 athlete. Moral of the story is, don't let these D1 athletes fool you unless they're like a super D1 athlete and they're a, what's it called, if they're super athletes. It's like, so they're not seniors but they're like super seniors athletes. Those are the only ones that maybe will take you serious. But if you're a freshman, they're super senior, run, ice cream pedal. Anyways, so yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if this has ever happened to you or if you have ever gotten played by a boy, because y'all know this day and age everybody loves playing, everybody loves one thing, and then once they get that thing, it's like, all right. Anyways, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. I might do another story time because I have a lot of stories, I just never share them. Like, my life really be mad interesting and mad-ish be happening, but I just don't be telling it. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for 1.2k. Let's get to 1.3k. I already know the vibes. Didi gang all the way. Yeah.